bring the paper, breathing nature's vapors, staring at.
All right, everyone, DJ JREAL, this is the moment that you've all been waiting for. 91.3 FM WBNY. Got the homegirl Devin in the building.
What up, what up?
How you doing?
I'm chilling. How you feeling?
I'm chilling. I'm feeling good right now. How you doing?
I'm doing real good.
So you found a place without any problems. You actually showed up really, really early, which I actually like because, you know, I didn't want to have to instruct people on how to get here and everything like that. You know, it was just real smooth.
Right. Well, yeah, I believe that being on time is very important, but I definitely didn't want to have no problems with finding a place. That's why I was like, let me just see if I can get there a few minutes early.
Exactly. So you are an artist, and you actually just made it very clear you don't like genres. You're not a hip hop artist. You're not an R&B artist. So what exactly are you?
I am an artist.
You are an artist.
Period.
Exactly, and it actually shows in your music. So tell people a little bit about yourself, you know, where you're from, you know, why you decided to become an artist and all that. Tell people about that.
Well, I have been really passionate about music and really the music industry in general ever since I was really young. But I was always really, really shy. So it wasn't until college that I actually decided to pursue being an artist and making and releasing music for people to hear. I used to want to be a manager and I used to, you know, just really want to be behind the scenes. But it was after I wrote Mind of a Mad Woman and I Feel It. And when I heard it and saw the reaction that people had when they heard it, it was just like, okay, maybe I should continue to do this. Let me put my fears to the side. Let me put my insecurities to the side and just see what I can do. So it really just evolved from me just facing a fear and it becoming what it wanted to be on its own.
So, describe like your style of music, because you know I heard some of your tracks before the show started, and you sound very poetic. Are you a poetry artist?
I don't say that I'm a poetry artist. I am a poet. In fact, my name, Devin, it means poetry. But I don't, you know, market myself as a poet, as a spoken word artist. I think that my music is just very true. It's very, and when I say it's true, it's just very honest, very vulnerable, and very unfiltered. And that's why it's like sometimes I can sound really, 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 really turn up, and sometimes I can sound really, really, really laid back. It's a very wide spectrum, but at the end of the day, I think it's authentic to who I am, and it's a reflection of what I represent. And that's just, you know, expressing myself, being true to myself, and making smooth music that people can relate to.
Now, speaking about your name and all that, there's a very interesting way of how you spell your name. You actually have, instead of it just being DEVEN or DEVAN, you actually got, or IN, there's like 10 ways how you can spell your name. You know, you actually have two numbers, 11, or double one, however way you want to put that. So can you explain exactly, you know, you already explained it to me, but explain it to the people as to why you chose, you know, 11 in your name.
Well, the number 11 stems from numerology, and if you're not familiar with what the number 11 represents, in short, it represents the potential to reach your fullest form in every aspect of your existence. So, especially with incorporating that into my name, it just reminds me to strive to be the best that I can be, and that's really as deep as it goes. I could go a lot deeper, but the essence of the meaning is really just I want to always remind myself to stay true.
That's exactly how I like. So we're gonna get into one of your songs. So describe the song I have right now. It's called Well.
Well, all right. Well is part 3 of a trilogy, and
so you got a trilogy going on.
Yeah, it's like
you telling the whole story.
Yeah, man. The first project, The 11th Hour, is 4 songs, but there's a trilogy inside of the whole package. So, Mind of a Mad Woman is part 1. I Feel It is part 2, and then Well is part 3. The song that we're going to hear later, Better Days, is actually the final conclusion, but Well is the last part of the trilogy. So, basically the story is about I go through life and I'm going through all of these different changes in life, and then my heart gets broken. So the story starts with heartbreak and disappointment and fear and all these other things, but then it ends with me becoming well because I learn and I grow from those experiences. And so I think the song is pretty self-explanatory when you hear it, though.
All right, let's get into it then.
Let's do it.
Here goes Devin with Well on WBNY, and if you like it, hit me up, 878-5104, 878-5104. We want to hear your feedback on this young lady right here. So let's get into it. Well, WBNY.
Men and women are the same. We live, we long to love, we die. The difference lies in how we choose to, who we choose to, and how we refuse to. How is it that you can find one that you feel is better than any other? And how is it that we want the same things, but can't get it from each other? But maybe it's just that. The love we give cannot get back. Especially if all love given is love from lack. Well,
grab the weed, I bring the paper, breathing nature's vapors. Staring at you while you tell me what you've been afraid of. I pull you closer as I kiss your neck behind your ear. You breathing deep, inhale my love right out the atmosphere. Wish I could tell you how I feel, but I'd rather show you. No sense in talking as the night turns into tomorrow. But if we go there, ain't no turning back. This lifestyle forbids the faint of heart from trying that. But lay back if you know you down, and let me work on your body from your hips to your crown. Baby, you're royal, denying this will be immoral. Loving every single drop till I make it pop. Drip drop, boots not beside you, my soul flocks. But baby, I ain't scared. Your love's the only thing worth stressing while I'm dying here. So let me thank you for the shit only you make me feel. Just grab right here, I'll let you drive, baby. I'll steer.
if you looked inside my mind, I tell you what you'd see. A million crazy thoughts in the middle of you and me. If you looked inside my heart, I tell you what you'd find. A picture of your love running through my mind.
Each day I try to impress you, learn more knowledge, try and test you, talking to you till I fall asleep. Pray each night that God will bless you. Having you is pressure, but don't worry, I can stand the rain. Promise I will stick beside you through the darkest of the pain. You got me open heart, working for your kisses, looking forward to the day when they calling me your missus. For my dying thirst, your love is the only prescription. If I die today, loving your soul's a complete mission. Listen, love, lyrics come, lyrics go. What we got, we can't show. They can't hear me, they don't know, but you do. So let me know if you want me, come and get me. Swear that I'ma drink you up till your body feeling empty.
If you looked inside my mind, I tell you what you'd see. A million crazy thoughts in the middle of you and me. If you looked inside my heart, I tell you what you'd find. A picture of your love running.
Your body's a mirror, may all my love you reflect. You whisper, tell me you like it, then leave your mark on my neck. Love, pleasure, passion, and pain at its best. Your skills make chills run down my body, then back to my chest. If this is foreplay, I don't think I'm ready for the rest. I'm joking, keep stroking. Erotic, crying, tears run lower here though. So yeah, you know how that go. Dish the sheets, hit the flow. Climb the wall and go slow. Back to bed, then go home. Orgasms like spasms and scratches, matching the passion. Climax and moves to kill that I feel when your love is near.
If you looked inside my mind, I tell you what you'd see. A million crazy thoughts in the middle of you and me. If you looked inside my heart, I tell you what you'd find. A picture of your love running through my mind.
Be my muse. Ignite the fuse within me that burns with the passion that only your love can master. Give me every reason to love your essence, from the tips of your fingers to the soul that I've captured. Be my mate. Trap me in love's captivity and sedate me with the feelings of ecstasy. Loving you is all that ever made sense, and I want to make it time and time again.
So right now, Devin.
Devin.
That is a beautiful song right there.
Thank you.
So you said this is a part 3 of a trilogy.
Yes.
You're getting over, you're getting well now.
Right.
So, like, tell people, like, because you got, like, the way how I was talking to you earlier, I said you got, like, a Dej Loaf kind of thing going on because, your song sounds like the mind of, like, a feminine poet and all that, but you're very dressed up like a tomboyish and all that. So, like describe, like your whole style and all that.
My style is very, very laid back. I would say that on a day-to-day basis, I am dressing for myself.
Mm-hmm. Well, we all do. I dress for myself.
You'd be surprised, brother. But honestly, it's like I do not care.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell I wear braids, and I'm, a woman, and a lot of women wouldn't wear their natural hair just braided. But I think that the only reason I do that is because it's the healthiest form for my hair. I'm not really ready to do locks yet, but I want to have a style that protects and promotes the strength and the growth of my natural hair. And that's why I do it. I'm not trying to make a statement. I do it because that's what I want to do. And so my style in general is really just a reflection of that. I do me. I don't care what anybody else is doing, saying, thinking. I'm all about staying in my purpose and my truth.
Now, like, speaking of your hair and all that, you actually showed me in one of your music videos and all that, and you had just the most perfect afro I have ever seen. Like, it reminded me of like a foxy Cleopatra and all that. Like your like that afro was on point, perfectly round. I couldn't pull it off. So, like, do you feel that hair is like something that a lot of women stress over?
Well, I don't want to say this it's something that a lot of women stress over. I think it's something that we are very uneducated about, especially, young black women in America. I feel like we're not taught how to feel about our hair unless it ain't right. We're taught to criticize our hair. And, luckily for me, when I was growing up, my mom really took care of my hair. And so when I got older, I just continued to take care of my hair and to do the things that I knew would keep it on my head instead of, burning it off and poisoning it, and I just think that it's just a lack of information that leads a lot of women to doing the wrong thing that can lead to stressing about their hair. But that's all that is.
Now, there's another thing I wanted to talk to you about was, just like your whole, what led you into doing music and all that as well, because like I said, like, it sounds very poetic, and I'm thinking to myself, well, why not just be a spoken word artist? So like how obviously music has helped shape you. So like, what's some of your inspirations as far as music?
Musical inspirations. Well, growing up, I was exposed to pretty much every genre that ever existed. My parents had a very, very wide taste in music. Everything from like Sting to Tupac, and even my older sister, she put me on to a lot of the 90s artists, but she was even listening to older, more old school artists. Like, I don't want to say Sade is old school, but kind of is at this point, 2016. So, I was really exposed to a lot of really, really dope music. And high quality music, like not just whatever was on the radio. It was like my family was really, really very much a fan of music and kept it around. And I pulled from everything that I heard. So, Whitney Houston to 3LW. Like, I listened to all kinds.
3LW. I haven't heard that name in a minute.
Every type of music, from the most bubblegum to the most, like I said, Whitney Houston. I was like 3 years old and I had her cassette, and I used to watch The Bodyguard, not even knowing what it was about, but I was just surrounded by all these artistic and musical influences, and I think I was naturally drawn to it. So I think I noticed it a lot more, but I was influenced by so much.
Now, how long would it take you to make a song?
Well, in the recent past, I've started to just freestyle instead of sitting down and writing, and forcing myself to talk about something. I'll just put on a beat, press record, and whatever comes out is what comes out. And then
so you don't really write?
No, what I'll do is I'll freestyle, and then if I find a part that I really want to build a song around, then I might go back. Sometimes I just release freestyles, and it'll just be just like that. So it just depends. But on this next project, I've definitely spent time on the lyrics and on the story as a whole so that it would be one cohesive project. But my writing process is actually very, very not normal. I guess I really don't write that much.
Mm-hmm. And we talked about it like, okay, like you take time when you make your songs and you make your music. Like you don't just go in the studio, just go, yeah, this is what we about to do right now, right here. Like there's actually a whole thought process to it as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. I work on so much music at one time. There's like one song I'll freestyle and I won't write anything. And there's another song that I'm literally writing out the lyrics one by one.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it really just depends on what the song is for. Because a lot of times I'm just making music for me. I'm not making music for a project. But I guess the only time I really put a lot of thought and real strategic planning into a song is if I know it's going to be on a project. I want to make sure it's a complete story. I want to make sure that I've said it the best way that I can say it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, you know, we were talking about earlier, I take my time with my projects because those are the songs that mean the most to me in terms of this is what I want people to take away from me as an artist. Whereas my freestyles, it's like whatever comes out is what comes out. I'm not even going to really mix it all like that. I'm going to just do it, make sure it sounds clean, and throw it out.
Now, speaking of projects, you have a project out.
Yes.
The 11th Hour.
Yes.
You want to talk about that a little bit?
Sure, why
What's
not?
going on? What's up with the 11th Hour?
The 11th Hour is still going strong. I released that last November 11th, and there's actually 3 videos out on YouTube or Devin.com, DEV11N.com for that project. And I've gotten such an amazing response, especially from the people in Buffalo, abroad as well, you know, different cities and different states. But Buffalo has shown so much love to the project. And so that's why today I brought some songs off of that one. But there will be a new project dropping this November 11th called One. And I've pushed it back several times simply because the 11th Hour was so successful and so well received. I want to make sure that, again, I'm staying true to who I am and I'm not trying to feed into whatever people are wanting me to do next. Mm-hmm. And also I want to make sure that when I do release it, it's true. It's something that I'm really proud of. It's something that I really put hard work into, not just went in and was like, I got to do some songs to keep my people happy. Like, no, I'm doing
keep your fan base happy.
I don't. Like, I really feel like if you're creating for other people, you're losing yourself. Mm-hmm. And I will definitely, you know, cater to what people are vibing to and what people are liking of me or from me. But when I create, I really create something that I want to listen to, something that moves me. Because if it moves me, then I know it'll move somebody else. But I don't create music to move somebody else.
So you heard it here first, people. If you expect her to make a song just off the bat, you're going to be horribly disappointed. She works on her own time, okay? Get that straight. Tell them get it straight. Get it straight, people. All right, so we got another song called Better Days. Now, you said this is like the final conclusion to your,
this is
to
like
your,
the
to your
closing
mini-series?
Yeah, this is like the epilogue. It's like, the prologue is what is the beginning, the epilogue.
The prologue comes first,
right.
then the epilogue.
So this is the epilogue, because Stay True, there's a poem on it that's kind of like the prologue. But this is just wrapping it all up and saying no matter what you go through, no matter what you're facing, better days are coming.
Better days are coming. So here we go, people. Devin, Better Days off her project, The 11th Hour. And we're going to get back to her after the song is done. DJ JREAL, 91.3 FM. Devin is in the building. Shout out to DJ J Erica as well.
Dynasty to ever live in this dimension. Call it the queen, it's ACS. We're blessed to express to the best of our ability the royalty. It's in you just like it's in me. So listen to words that I speak and follow for prosperity. No fear in me, they fearing we can break the chains and change the game. The name of slaves fulfill that role, rise up and rule again. No hooligan, just lost souls who roam the gutter. Sons who kill their brothers and daughters who hate their mothers. But I believe we'll make it right in due time. So keep your eyes on the prize. Just play it back, we'll be fine.
Buffalo's original alternative since 1982, 91.3 FM, WBNY. Still rocking out with your hometown homeboy, DJ JREAL. Devin is in the building.
Yes, y'all.
That joint was called Better Days. I like that joint. You know, I really like your style. I like everything that you got going on. Like I said, you got that Dej Loaf type of thing going on where, you know, you're all hard on the outside, but then you're a really sensitive, feminine woman on the inside, you know, and that shows through your music. So what else don't we know about you?
It's a lot you don't know about me.
Well, yeah, I know. I just met you for the very first time.
Right.
But, like, what else don't, like, we know about you, like, music-wise?
Let's see. What would you like to know? I mean, because I could go through my whole life, but what do you actually care to know?
Where do you get your beats from? Like, who's your producer?
Charismatic. He's from Buffalo.
Yeah,
he produced well. A lot of times I get beats offline, but usually my most classic records are produced by Charismatic, my main man Chris, AC Weirdo. Shout out to ACS, Always Cool Society as well, my brothers. But yeah, he's my main man.
Now, are you performing? Do you do any shows? Like, what do you do?
I am doing a lot of shows right now. Basically, I'm everywhere. Because I'm dropping a project in the next couple of months, I'm doing pretty much every type of show. So you could catch me at, I'm trying to think, where's my next one? I'm going to be performing at Buff State.
You going to be performing here?
Yeah, in September 19th.
Okay, shout out to Buff State.
Right, Buff State's
here.
Been showing a lot of love.
All the Buff biddies out here.
Hey. But I'll be doing a lot of work out in Fredonia as well. Shout out to Fredonia and everybody from Buffalo that's repping out there. But I do a lot of open mics. I pop up at open mics a lot because I really want to. I actually prefer to do the shows that are more intimate than those big, open up for this person, because I definitely want to do those as well and continue to do those. But I really enjoy when I'm able to just be on the same level as the people, and just like a lot of people are not expecting me to come out of me. They just think, okay, maybe she's gonna rap, or maybe she's just, and then I break it down and I sing, and I just let them listen to my music, and the reaction is always so great. And then because we're in such a intimate setting, they just walk right up to me. Whereas if I blew them away on stage with some major artist, they'd be like, well, I don't even want to run up on her because she might, so I really do a lot more smaller shows now, because I feel like that's how you really build momentum and touch the people, by being with the people, not just always wanting them to pay to see you.
Now, which artist would you like to work with? Like, whether it be like a mainstream artist or, a local artist. Is there anybody in particular that you want to work with? Or a producer at that? Like, who do you want to work with?
That's a really good question. To be honest, I would just say shout out to all my fellow Buffalo artists putting in that work. Shout out to the ones you play, Adriana Four Below. Those are two people I think if I could get on a song with them, I would definitely love to. But to be honest, though, when I'm working on music, I'm not really thinking about anybody else. And I think if I went through like my iTunes and I went through my favorite or most recently or most frequently played, I could say, oh yeah, I want to work with that person. But in general, I just want to keep making music that fills up my catalog, because I feel like, I really have made a statement with the 11th Hour, but people still don't know what's next or what else can come out of Devin. And I want to continue to give them my music before I try to include somebody else's brand and sound in my music. So I really want to establish myself more before I start branching out with other artists. But I'm always open to it. It's just not a focus.
Well, I mean, you seem like a very established artist already. Your music sounds 100% good. I mean, if somebody were to hand me this, like one of your CDs or something like that, I would have thought that you was already like on the mainstream or something like that.
Well, I appreciate that.
I really like your sound. Everything about you, 100%. I look forward to hearing more of you.
Thank you. November 11th, 11/11/16. #ONE. If you would like to keep up with me, though, Devin.com, DEV11N. Everything that I do, everywhere that I'm at, all of the new music, new releases, whether it's on SoundCloud or whatever, everything is on Devin.com. So you could definitely, even if we don't speak between now and November, you'll be able to keep up with me there.
Well, you can always keep in touch with me.
I'm hoping, I always want to keep in contact. I like to create relationships. I don't really... because I feel like, what's the point? If you don't have a relationship, you just was kind of BSing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So I definitely, I hope to remain in touch and then come back with the new project.
Exactly. You know what? This was a successful interview.
And I'm so happy that you said that, because I feel the same way.
Hey, I like your music. Like I said, very smart, very intelligent woman.
Thank you.
And you got a lot going on for yourself. I actually want to see a lot more coming from you as well.
And you will.
I want to see a lot more, and I'm gonna try to check out the show here. If I'm not going out of town again,
right.
Like we're all busy.
Right.
So hopefully, I can catch you in action. And then I'll be like, yeah, I know her there.
Yes, and I will not front on you. I'll be like, yes, you do. We were in that hot studio together.
See, I told you it was hot.
No, I'm joking. You said it was going to be hot. It's really not that hot in here. It's cozy.
I'm hot. I'm hot.
Well, you the DJ, so
yeah,
you keeping it hot.
I'm standing around and I'm moving, All right, people, so thank you for coming through the studio.
Thank you for having me.
Gotta drop that, after a very successful interview right there. And tell people how they can get in touch with you one more time.
Again, DEV11N across all social media. If you don't feel like searching for all the individual social media outlets, go to DEV11N.com and you'll be able to find all of the links and everything else that I'm doing. But again, DEV11N, that's me. And I'm very, very approachable. I will respond to any message, any comments. So just hit me up. I'm around.
All right. Quick mix coming up next, people. Thank you once again, Devin. We definitely gonna hear back from you as well.
Yes, yes.
DJ JREAL 91.3 FM WBNY. We'll be right back. Got a little bit of bills to pay right here, and we'll get back to you on WBNY.
What up, Deejaytakeover.com. You just witnessed my interview with DJ JREAL on WBNY 91.3 FM. Hopefully you enjoyed what you saw and what you heard. If you'd like to keep up with me, DEV11N.com will let you know where I am across all social media, so please stay tuned.
The greatest dynasty to ever live in this dimension. Call it the queen, it's ACS. We're blessed to express to the best of our ability the royalty. It's in you just like it's in me. So listen to words that I speak and follow for prosperity. No fear in me, they fearing we can break the chains and change the game. The name of slaves fulfill that rule, rise up and rule again. No hooligans, just lost souls who roam the gutter. Sons who kill their brothers and daughters who hate their mothers. But I believe we'll make it right in due time. So keep back, we'll be fine.